Hey everyone, welcome back to Scrapbooks Made Easy with Beth. Today I'm going to share with you a project recipe. I don't know if you've ever seen them before. Creative Memories comes out with them several times a year, and we pretty much have a recipe for every kit that we come out with, every bundle. So if you need some and you've bought the bundle from me, let me know and I can send you the PDF. But this one, I love our National Scrapbook Day stuff, so it's all using the citrus. So I was going to share with you how you use our recipes. So this is what came in all these papers. It shows you exactly what to cut and what your pages are going to look like, and a great strip of stickers. So this is what comes in the project recipe. They're only $13.50. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take the first one, and I've already pulled these papers out. We're also going to use some peekaboo pocket pages to make it more fun. And we're going to take the Teal Mint Suns, and we're going to cut this 4 by 10.5. So you can see here where it has the little lines. That means that's extra paper that we're not going to be using. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the whole thing. So I have my 4, and now I'm going to cut the 10.5. And this little extra sheet down here, like I said, with the stripes, that means it's extra. So I'm just going to set that aside right now and set that there. And then this is 8 by 6 and 8 by 6. So you can see what's left over is 8. So I'm going to turn it and cut it at 6. And that's all I'm cutting for the green piece. I like to stack them, so I'll just set that aside. Next, I have the striped. I do pay attention on these to what way they have the stripes going. Theirs are going across. It just makes a difference when you're looking at the recipe. So 5 by 12. So I am going to, you can see they have it cut here, going across. I'm going to leave it just like that. Cut the first one, 5 by 12. Then you can see the second one is 5 by 12. Okay, so here's my hack on this one. So they're using the custom cutting system, and they're cutting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I used the circle, and I held it upside down, and I went all the way over. If you hold it this way, you can maximize, you can get right to the edge and cut. I'm not going to get 8, but I'm okay with that. And I'll share why in just a little bit. So now if you want to turn the paper over, and that's all I'm going to get. So you can see I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 instead of 8 because this is a little bit bigger. Again, I'm okay with that. Another trick to our amazing trimmer is if you have any size circle and you let it just rest right in between those two lines and cut, it's almost, this one's really small, so it's almost in half. And then I just take my scissors and cut the rest. So I'm going to do this with all of them. And now just continue to cut these so they're in half. The citrus stuff is really popular right now, and this is just, it's really pretty when it's done. I'll show you soon. All right, so that is my second sheet. Now I'm going to take all of these and set them with that one and set that one aside. And now I'm also done with the circle for now. All right, so this beautiful sunflower sheet, I'm going to do 4 by 12. So I'm going to cut it at 4. The next one is 6 by 10.5, and of course you see this bottom is empty. So I'm going to cut all the way down on this. So there's my 6, and now I'm going to turn it to do 10.5. So now that is extra. Again, I'm going to do the same thing with the circles. So if you do it upside down, you can just kind of see exactly where you are. If they were a little bit smaller, I'd be able to get an extra piece out of it. All right, so there are my circles for this one. If you're good at eyeballing, and this is the extra piece, if you're good at eyeballing it, go ahead and just cut it in half. I am not. So I will continue to do this. You can probably cut more than one at a time. Just push a little harder. And now I'm going to just cut that little sliver. And these are going to be covered up, so if they're not perfect, that's okay. All right, so I have cut all of those. Again, keep it in a stack. And now I'm going to take the green cardstock. So this one's 4 by 12. These end up being a strip and then your photo mats as well. And then 4 again, which will actually give you 2 that are 4 by 12. And now we're going to cut these at 6. All right, so that is all the cutting we're gonna do. So I'm gonna take the trimmer and put it away. Now we're going to look at the actual pages that we're going to make. So we have 2 double page spreads. And if you look at them, they have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so do they here. So you can see exactly where you're laying everything out on both of them. So let's do this one first. So we're going to use the green background for that one. And then the other one's a canary piece of cardstock. So that will be my background for both of them. Let me make sure you guys can see that. All right, I can go up a little bit further. All right, so now I'm looking at these, and this is B. So B was the reverse side of this here. So that's gonna go on there. And then you're looking at H, which H was the long sheet here that I have in green that I didn't cut in half. So that's gonna go there. And you can play with like how much of the lemon paper do you wanna see? I want this to be pretty far down. And now I'm gonna take these that I cut out. I want the striped ones though. And you can mix and match all of them actually. So I'm gonna put these down here and just kind of play around with what looks good, because that's gonna go right on top of that, which they have on there. But if you don't like that, then you can play around with something different. I'm gonna go ahead and stick these down. So then you're just gonna rest these a little bit up from the bottom. Oop, helps if you go the right way. And theirs are overlapping because I cut only 6 of them instead of 8. Mine will not overlap, and I'll have enough to go all the way across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I can do one more. So I have 7 going across there. And then I'm going to put this piece down. I'm going to go slightly over them, so if they're not perfectly straight, it's okay. And then I'll go ahead and put this piece down. And again, play with that. Theirs is off to the side. I'm going to put mine a little bit more towards the middle. And then I have these 2 that I can use as mats for my photos. And that is one of the pages done. So super simple. Now I could take some photos, and what I wanted to share with you, so these are a little big. I would have to trim the photos. Not a lot of room on this one to, you know what? Yep, I'm still gonna trim it. To trim. And then I can take a little bit off the bottom too. All right, so that can go right there and still see a little bit of the green, so I like that. And no, I did not coordinate that he had a green shirt on, but I like it. And now if I wanted to do, one of the things I wanted to show you were the peekaboo pockets. I really, really like these. If I was to go ahead and finish putting all my photos on here, and then realized that I had one more that I really wanted on this page, that's where the peekaboo pockets come in. So they have adhesive on them already, so super simple. You just got to figure out which side it's on. And then put my photo in. Could actually put 2 on here, so I'll show you how to do that. And then this one will be up, so I'm actually going to put this one in upside down. And then you're going to pull this adhesive off and stick it down. Oops, it's stuck on me. Stick it down. I'm going to go underneath this photo and right up to the edge there. And then as you're looking through, you can pull this up and see extra photos. So it's great if you have additional photos for stuff. And then I would cut these so they go right across the end there. And that's one page. And then it's page that goes next to it is the canary. So that is, if you're looking at the canary page, that's this one. So number C, which was the opposite of that one. So that one was going to go up at the top. You can go across if you want it to match. I'm a matchy-matchy kind of person, so I like that. And then the strip going across the bottom here was F, so that was one of your sunshines. So that's going to go across the bottom here. And again, I would be using this one because this will be a double page spread. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down where I can lift up the edge so I can put my half circles under it. So put that one down. And now I can do the same thing with these. So just start going. You can either go right up to it or lift it up just a little bit. You still can go ahead and put all of your pieces on first if that's easier for you. See, then I can just lift this up and get them right underneath that. Which one's next? So next I want the white one. the striped one. See, that one I didn't cut really great, so it doesn't matter though because it just got tucked under. All right, so there's those. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this piece. And put that over here. And then if you look at our sheet here, it has 2 more of our greens, so we can come over here. You still have room to put another photo over here or some embellishments. And some cute little stickers. Life's juicy moments you can stick there. Put some foam squares underneath that and pop that up a little bit. And that is one of the double page spreads for National Scrapbook Day. So I hope you enjoyed it. Here is what the other page would look like. Let me show that to you since I'm not going to make them both today. And then I wanted to show you, my friend Nancy made these pages for me when I just went to Minnesota. And she used a couple peekaboo pockets so she could keep it to a double page spread. So I just wanted to share these with you as well. So it went to the home office. That's Caleb. He is the owner of Creative Memories. So we got to spend a little bit of time with him. And then this was the 6 of us that earned the trip. And then she had welcome. And then when we were outside of the hotel, she used a pocket page there. Then when we went to the ice castles, she used a pocket page there. Of course, the Florida girl had to make a snow angel, and she used a pocket page there. So I really, really love the pocket pages, and love that Nancy made my pages for me already. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comment below, and I will see you all next week.